Do you have a persistent feeling at times that you've never done enough, that you could always do more, that you need to be doing better? You know, when that feeling is persistent, it's often false guilt. So when I wrote Let Go of the Guilt, one of the things I realized in myself was that there were things that I was feeling that were actually false guilt, and I had never actually identified them as that. And so I've been getting some feedback recently as the book has been out for a couple of months and people are reading and talking about it. I've gotten feedback from people who have said, you know, I wasn't sure I needed this, but now that I'm reading it, I realize this is exactly what I needed. When we have this persistent feeling that we're never done, that we have never accomplished enough, that we could always be doing better or doing more, what we're really saying is that we're doing something wrong. And that's what guilt is, right? It's either you've done something wrong, which is authentic guilt, or you feel as though you've done something wrong, which is false guilt. And the first step is just recognizing the thoughts, recognizing what you are saying to yourself that's creating guilt. Because here's the thing, it's not just that guilt is a bad feeling and we want to let go of it. The more devastating part is what guilt can cause us to do, because it can really hijack our actions and our reaction. So if you're feeling like you've never done enough and you're feeling guilty, that means you might never let yourself rest. You might constantly beat yourself up. When you recognize it as false guilt and you say, you know what, I've done enough for today, or I've done enough for this season, or I can get better, but right now, I really have improved a lot. I've done a lot and I've done enough. At that point, when you set your expectation in such a way that you can meet it and you can breathe and you can feel good and you can even pat yourself on the back for persevering through difficulties or through the challenges that you've persevered through, the guilt subsides and you can get back your joy. So I don't know where you've been giving yourself a hard time and beating yourself up, but I'm just saying to you, it's false guilt. Let it go. You've done enough. You'll do more in the future, but give yourself permission to take breaks. Be compassionate with yourself and acknowledge when you've done plenty and it's time for rest. You know, I've got something coming up. I want you to stay in my inbox. Maybe you get these via email, but if you don't, you can register at my website to get these weekly videos. But I've got a little surprise coming up, something I'm releasing that I'm super excited about. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you again soon.